The story begins with a young boy, Atong, on a bus heading toward his new school. Atong, voiceover/inner monologue. This story is the story of my whole day. It starts right here, on the bus ride to my new school. As the bus rumbles along, Atong notices something strange, a passenger with a bird's head. However, no one else on the bus seems to notice or care. To Atong's surprise, the bird-headed person is discreetly attempting to steal a wallet from another passenger. The bus then arrives at the stop, and the boy, Atong, steps off. He takes a quick drink of the soy milk his grandmother made for him, then rushes toward the school. Before entering the school grounds, Atong stops at a nearby kiosk to buy a pen. With the new pen in hand, he takes out a piece of homework that requires a guardian's signature. He mutters to the shopkeeper that his grandmother had signed the wrong part of the paper, and casually asks the man if he can help. "Shopkeeper, I am not your grandmother, kid." Atong quickly runs off with the paper. A moment later, however, he rushes back. "Atong, hey, the pen I just bought doesn't work. Can I swap it?" The shopkeeper, skeptical, insists on testing the pen first. He scribbles a few words, and it works perfectly. Atong then points to a specific spot on his assignment. "Atong, try writing right here." As the man starts to write, he suddenly stops, realizing he's been tricked. Atong was trying to get him to forge his grandmother's signature. The man shoos him away, telling him to get to class. Atong walks away, putting the paper into his backpack. He pauses, staring at a nearby trash can. Instantly, the bird-headed person from the bus appears behind him, snatches the unsigned assignment paper, and tears it up. Atong runs toward the school gates, while the bird-headed figure casually tosses the shredded paper into the trash can. Atong runs into the school compound, only to be stopped by two students guarding the entrance. They check everyone entering for proper uniform compliance. Atong is stopped because he hasn't put on his neck scarf yet. As soon as he adjusts his scarf and is about to enter, the school bell rings, signifying the start of the class period. The two guards stop him again. "Atong, why won't you let me in? I was only a step late." "Guard, this is your own fault. Late is late. Not even 1 second of tardiness is allowed." Just then, a female teacher approaches. The student guards quickly salute her, giving Atong a chance to slip past and run into the school. He enters his classroom and sits down at his desk. Soon after, a boy carrying a stack of papers approaches him. "Classmate, where is your test paper? Everyone else has handed theirs in. It's only you now." This is a graded test paper that requires a guardian's signature to acknowledge the student's score and academic level. Atong, having likely scored poorly, didn't want his grandmother to see it and had failed in his attempt to forge the signature. He searches frantically in his bag but cannot find the paper. The bird-headed person had already thrown it away. The homeroom teacher enters the classroom, demanding silence and scolding the class. "Teacher, quiet. It sounds like a fish market in here. You are no longer children. You are in grade 3. She asks the class monitor, "Have you collected all the papers?" "Class monitor, we are just missing Atong's." The teacher walks up to Atong. "Teacher, where is your homework? Did your guardian look at it yet?" Atong is speechless. He avoids eye contact, scared and unable to answer. Suddenly, there is a knock at the door. The teacher opens it and sees an extraterrestrial robot standing outside. The robot announces that it is an alien who has come to study mathematics and wishes to abduct the teacher to tutor its people. The teacher refuses and a brilliant battle erupts outside. The alien shoots rays of light, and the teacher fights back with amazing prowess. After a short struggle, the teacher strikes the alien down, leaving it lying on the ground. The teacher then calmly re-enters the classroom, seemingly having just spoken to a normal visitor. She sees Atong still rummaging through his bag. "Teacher, if you can't find it, take your things and go look outside. I need to teach. Find it, and then come back in." Atong grabs his bag and steps outside. He sees the alien, battered and bruised from the fight, sitting nearby. "Alien, your teacher is too strong. I cannot help you." A cleaner sweeping the hallway asks Atong why he isn't in class. Atong replies that he isn't. When he looks back, the injured alien is gone. Atong stares at a tall building nearby, and in his mind, the building transforms into a spaceship launching into space. This is a realization. The strange things Atong sees are merely figments of his vivid imagination. This means he must have thrown the test paper away himself, and the battling alien was simply a character he created in his mind. Atong stands in front of the classroom, pacing until he leans on the door, accidentally causing it to swing open and him to fall back into the room. The teacher, now exasperated, tells him to go wait in the principal's office. On his way, Atong sees a girl leaving the principal's office. Their shoulders briefly touch. Moments later, the girl's mother catches up to her, suggesting the girl is also having some trouble at school. Atong recognizes her as his classmate, Hina. He reaches the waiting area and finds another boy there, waiting for his own guardian to meet the principal. "Boy, do you have any books? Lend me 2, quick, don't ask why." Ah-dong hands him 2 books. The boy quickly places them over his stomach. Just then, the boy's father comes out and drags the boy inside. A moment later, the boy is flung back out of the office. The principal emerges, scolding the father for physically harming his son, stating that no matter the fault, such punishment is unacceptable. It appears the boy had anticipated a beating and used the books as padding, a dramatic performance for the principal. The principal tells them to go home. Before leaving, the boy makes a quick signal to Ah-dong, which Ah-dong doesn't understand. Suddenly, another teacher, Ms. Song, walks by and asks Ah-dong what's wrong. Ah-dong greets her by name. Realizing it is lunchtime, Ms. Song takes him to her office and offers him some food and a hard-boiled egg. As he looks at the egg she peels for him, Ah-dong sees it transform into a glowing light bulb. Ah-dong stays in Ms. Song's office. A beautiful girl, another classmate named Lily, enters to pick up some documents from the desk. She smiles faintly at Ah-dong before leaving. Ah-dong is clearly shy and smitten. He probably has a crush on her. Lily is the most beautiful, smartest, and most responsible leader in their class. As Ah-dong follows Lily with his eyes, his homeroom teacher sees him outside. "Teacher, why are you still standing here?" Ah-dong explains that Ms. Song told him to wait here. His teacher then calls him into her office and writes a letter for him to take to his guardian. In his mind, Ah-dong imagines the teacher writing a scathing report about his numerous faults, lack of attention, and overall poor performance. She hands him the letter, telling him to have his guardian read it, sign it, and return it to her. Ah-dong walks toward the restroom. There, he sees a strange monster lurking. The monster grabs the letter from his hand, and Ah-dong flees. He runs back toward his classroom for the afternoon session. A drama teacher is inside, recruiting brave students for an upcoming school performance. Ah-dong and Lily are both among the students who volunteer. The teacher allows the boys to choose a girl as their performance partner. The boys quickly pick their partners. Ah-dong, too shy to speak to Lily, hesitates. He imagines her wearing a flower crown in a beautiful meadow, gazing at him. In reality, Lily is looking at Ah-dong, hoping he will choose her. Ah-dong is lost in a fantasy of walking with her in the stunning meadow. In that lost moment, another boy picks Lily before Ah-dong can, making Ah-dong miss his chance. He continues to daydream, seeing Lily walking with him in the meadow, only for the boy who chose her, now visualized as a bee, to fly away with Lily. This imaginative boy is heartbroken. In the end, Ah-dong is left with Hina, the girl he saw leaving the principal's office. In his imagination, he sees her as just a lump of grass. Next is English class. The teacher tells everyone to take out their books. Ah-dong suddenly remembers that the boy from the principal's office borrowed 2 of his books, one of which was his English textbook. He doesn't have a book for class. "English teacher, you must have your textbook this period. If you don't have it, go find one before you come back to class." Ah-dong rushes out. Outside, he imagines that he can clone himself into 3 versions to search for the book. One of the clones is walking down the stairs when he runs into a group of school staff. They ask why he isn't in class. Ah-dong closes his eyes and repeats a mantra to himself, "Please, don't let anyone see me. Let me become invisible." In his mind, he is successfully camouflaged against the wall. In reality, everyone is staring at him, utterly confused. A teacher approaches him and asks what is wrong and which class he belongs to. Ah-dong doesn't answer. He then starts clutching his stomach, pretending to be in pain. The staff quickly send him with a teacher to the infirmary for examination. In the infirmary, the school nurse presses on his stomach, asking if it hurts here or there. Ah-dong answers that it hurts everywhere. The nurse realizes Ah-dong is faking it. She frightens him by saying he is seriously ill and needs an ambulance immediately. Upon hearing this, Ah-dong shouts, "Ah-dong, I'm not sick anymore. Nothing hurts." The nurse allows him to leave but asks for his name and class. Ah-dong, being quick-witted, gives a fake name and the wrong class. The teacher insists on walking him back to his assigned class. As they approach the classroom Ah-dong lied about, they run into the same group of staff again. They ask if he is feeling better. The teacher says he is better and is being escorted back to class. The staff tell the classroom teacher to pay better attention to her students, to make sure they drink enough water, and prevent this kind of stomach ache from happening again. Ah-dong realizes his lie is escalating. The more he lies, the deeper the trouble gets. Just then, the classroom teacher steps out and says, "Teacher, I don't know who this student is." Everyone is stunned. Ah-dong is now in serious trouble. He is brought to the office again and scolded by his homeroom teacher for being a master of mischief. She says he is too smart for his own good. At this stage, the teacher tells Ah-dong he must bring his guardian to the school tomorrow. Later, Ah-dong is seen walking behind Ms. Song, pleading with her for help. He doesn't want to call his guardian. He plays a pitiful role, claiming his mother is ill, his grandfather hates leaving the house, and his grandmother gets very anxious if she hears anything stressful. Ms. Song, who has a kind heart, promises to talk to his homeroom teacher and ensure his guardian is not called. Ah-dong then meets the boy who borrowed his books earlier. The boy explains that he had already made a sign to tell Ah-dong where he had returned the books. Ah-dong admits he didn't understand the signal. The boy then takes Ah-dong to his secret spot on the school grounds, which is also where he hid Ah-dong's books. They spend some time together, playing happily. Finally, Ah-dong joins the other students for the school performance rehearsal with the drama teacher. Many students are happily practicing together for the school's special event. This marks the end of a single day for the naughty, yet highly imaginative, boy. His world is split into two, reality and his blissful imagination. Many people, myself included, can relate to being like Ah-dong in childhood, often seeing the world through the lens of our own colorful daydreams. Thank you to all our viewers for following this story summary from beginning to end. Finally, I wish everyone good health and good luck. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this story.